200,000 risk losing jobs in Moscow over sanctions. Mayor.
This post received a score of 13,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Medvedchuk appealed to Zelensky and Putin to swap him for besieged Mariupol residents. Defenders doubt that happening anytime soon.
Or trade him for the stolen children.
This is still absolutely insane and evil to me. I don't know how it isn't a bigger story. Genocidal.
If the unemployed get hungry, oligarch can be tasty.
I mean, the choice is 200,000 unemployed or 1 unemployed. The choice seems easy to make.
Execution is difficult though, in more ways than one.
For some perspective, the World Bank prognoses that Russia's economy will shrink by 11.2% while Ukraine's will shrink by 45.1%. The losses of Ukraine in every way are both measurably and immeasurably worse. The ways in which sanctions impact ordinary people in Russia are nowhere near to what Ukrainians are suffering. Additionally to the fact that Russia is bombing production and infrastructure that will take decades to restore to their previous level, not even mentioning the absolutely tragic and barbaric loss of life. Already due to sanctions, some of Russia's tank factories have.
The saving grace is that the Ukrainian economy will turn around much faster once the dust settles and Western aid is pumped in, compared with the pariah status of those in Moscow.
This is the main thing. Ukraine has nearly every successful country actively working to prop up its military, economy, and infrastructure. Russia has those same countries actively dragging it down.
I think the army is hiring. Go to Ukraine and die for motherland.
One could argue that is the way to end the war. Vietnam exposed an entire generation of Americans to war, and the possibility of war, for those that didn't actually get sent. One of the issues in Russia is Muscovites are not drafted into the army and are not directly impacted by the war. Maybe if more of them were exposed, they would be more reticent to support Putin in the war.
I was wondering about this after hearing that conscripts are mostly from rural areas. Is there a reason for not drafting conscripts from Moscow? If only country folk go to war, then the city folk are easier to lie to about what's happening in the war.
Maybe Ukraine needs to do a special operation in Moscow.
And Putin will still sleep in his fucking palace, ruining people's lives. Hope he will pay for what he did.
Call me when it is 50% of their population. We'll call you in a couple of months.
It's 2022, send a text.
It's 10:22, send a rider.
It's 22, send Marcus Hemerodromus, the fastest runner in the Legion.
If only they had invented horses by 22.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.